welcome, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to jump straight into practice, and after our practice, I'm going to take some time to answer some of the most commonly asked questions about the Self Mastery Series course, both in terms of how it relates to teacher training. I'm still getting a lot of questions about how you can receive your 200-hour certification, your 500-hour certification, and also really the greatest impact of this journey, which to me, I believe, is the personal development piece, really beyond personal development, personal transformation. And if there's any reason to do a teacher training, that is the key reason. I'm always really intrigued how students approach teacher training and this concern with hours. Of course, you want to get course credits for your hours of study, but it's not the real reason to engage in a training. For me, what's the most important, the greatest aspect of training is the transformation it creates for you, your personal transformation, the impact it has on your life. My journey into teacher training was so different from many of yours. I didn't even know there were different styles of yoga. I sort of landed on Kundalini by accident, and I had to find my own way through that because there were lots of aspects of the Kundalini training that I struggled with. I struggled with the dogma. I struggled with many different aspects that I've touched on before, but I found a powerful mentor. I studied many different styles. I found a way to take the benefits of all that I learned and really be good with it. I found my way. I found my way through this practice that had so much to offer, but also so much complexity. Anyway, I promised that we'd get right into class, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I hope you're ready. And after class, we'll come back to this conversation about training, about the personal transformation that the Self Mastery Series courses can deliver very quickly. All right. So let's come sitting tall. Spine straight, chin parallel to the floor. Extend your hands out over your knees, thumb and index finger pressed together. Close your eyes, go inward and breathe deep. Long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Keep going. Long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Keep breathing deeply. Long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. And keeping the eyes closed, the focus on you. Rub your palms together briskly. Bring your hands to heart center, shoulders relaxed. We'll begin with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We'll repeat it 3 times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply and hold. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Stay connected to that place of peace deep inside. With the eyes closed, exhale. One more. Deep inhale, fill the heart. And exhale. Release the arms, shake it out. We're working with the mantra today, Had, H-A-R, and Hari, H-A-R-I. Every time you say the mantra, feel the activation of the belly at your power center. Fingertips to the floor. Had, clap overhead. Had, clap at front. Had, and then clap behind the head. Hari. Fingertips start on the floor. had, hari, 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 had, three more, had, hari, had, hari, last time, had, hari, inhale, hold it, exhale, inhale, reach the arms up high, on the exhale, turn the palms to face forward, lower the palms all the way to the floor, roll over your knees, uncross your ankles. Inhale, gaze skyward, let the belly sag. On the exhale, curl the toes under, press back, down dog. Bend the knees deeply, walk the feet towards your hands, lift the heart all the way to the sky, lift the heart hard, bend the knees a lot, sweep the arms behind you, hari, all the way up. Hard, hari, keep going. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Three more. Hard, hari, hard, hari. Last time. Hard, hari. And inhale, reach high. Exhale. Inhale, keep reaching. On the exhale, open the arms up wide, just to the level of the shoulders. Palms face forward, pivot the feet really wide. Keep the left hand exactly where it is. Bring the right hand to touch the left. Had, come down to the left foot. Had, coming out. Had, open, hari. Other side. Had, hari. 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 Had, two more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Deep inhale. Hold it, exhale. Breathe deeper, deep inhale. Exhale, pivot the feet a little bit closer. If this is too much on the legs, stay in a standing squat. Circle the arms back as you come down. Had, hari. Circle the arms forward. Had, hari. And back. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Hari. Had, hari. Just a few more. Had, hari. 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 Two more full rounds. Had, hari. Hari. Last time. Hari. Deep inhale. Hold it, exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Thumb and index finger touch. Bend the knees slightly. Lift the left leg up. If it's too hard to balance, slide the foot across the floor. Left leg. Had. Bring it across the body. Had. Bring it back. Had. Hari. Right side. Had. Hari. Left. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. 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 Two more. Hari. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale, extend the arms forward, pivot the feet closer together, toes point straight forward. Again, if it's too much for the knees when I come into a squat, stay in standing. Do what you need to do. Arms to the left. Had, come down as far as you choose. Had, forward. Had, Hari. To the right. Had, 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 hari. 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 Had, had, had. Last side. Had, 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 hari. Inhale. Hold it, exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Reach the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Palms keep facing the floor. Walk on the spot or 3 little hops. Had, had, had. On hari, kick your buttocks with your heels. Both feet at the same time. Go. Had, 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 hari. 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 Had, had, 3 more. Had, hari. Had, last time. Had, hari. Inhale, lift the heart to the sky. Had, bend the knees, let it go. Hari. All the way up. Had, hari. Keep going. Had, hari. 3 more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. And inhale, reach high. Exhale, inhale, reach higher. Exhale, palms together. Pivot the feet wider. Clap your hands 3 times overhead. Had, down as far as you choose. Standing or all the way down. Hari. Had, 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 3 more. Had, hari. Had, last time. Had, hari. Come down and stay down. Deep inhale. Exhale. Check in with the knees. You can stand up if you need to. Deep inhale. And exhale. Keep the palms pressed firmly together. On the inhale, float the arms to the sky. Exhale, stay here. The mantra is had. Pump the belly powerfully. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Had, 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 had. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, inhale, reach higher. On the exhale, bring the hands onto your thighs. If you need to shake it out, go right ahead. Back parallel to the floor. Had, sing down low, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Stay steady. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Just 3 more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands in behind you. Lower the buttocks to the floor. Extend the legs out in front of you. Arms extended. Lean back slightly. Had, lift the legs if you can. You don't have to. Had, lower the legs. Had, lean forward. Hari. Had, 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 hud, 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 huddy, hud, 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 huddy, hud, hud, hud. 3 more. Hud, 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 huddy, hud, 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 huddy. Last time. Hud, 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 huddy. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Bend the knees, step the feet so they're wider than hip distance apart. Toes pointing forward. Grab a hold in front of the ankles. Bring the legs almost to straight. Hud, sink down low. Huddy, hud, 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 huddy. Just a few more. Hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy. 3 more. Hud, huddy, hud, huddy. Last time. Hud, huddy. Inhale and exhale. 1 more deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands in behind you. From here, give yourself a little extra padding if you need. The feet can stay flat on the floor. It's perfectly fine. Interlace your fingers. The hands hover above the belly. The heart lifts to the sky. Option to keep your feet here or extend the legs. Inhale through the nose. Powerful exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Powerful exhale through the mouth. Keep going. 2 more. Last time. Deep inhale. Exhale, 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, wrap your arms around your legs, drop your forehead to your knees, and let it go. Let it go. Please don't move unless you're ready. Either stay exactly as you are, or extend the legs out again and come all the way down onto your back. Bring your hands on your waist, rolling all the way back on hud. See if you can come up on huddy. If you can't, just work with the mantra all the way back. Hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy. You can go slower. Hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy, hud, huddy. 3 more. Hud, huddy, hud, huddy. Last time. Hud, huddy. Deep inhale. And exhale. Swing the legs in behind you. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale, gaze skyward, belly sags. On the exhale, curl the toes under, press back, down dog. Bend the knees deeply, walk the feet toward your hands, and inhale, float the arms way up high. From here, set the feet a little bit wider than hip distance, toes point straight forward. Be mindful, you might need to go slower to keep the belly engaged to protect your low back, and you may need to bend your knees a lot. When you're ready, touch the earth. Hud, reach high, huddy. Standing squat or all the way down. Hud, huddy. Fold. Hud, huddy. 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 3 more rounds. Hud, huddy. Hud, huddy. Hud, huddy. Hud, huddy. Last time. Hud, huddy. Hud, huddy. Inhale, reach. Exhale, inhale, reach higher. Exhale, the arms just to the level of the shoulders, palms face the floor. Pivot the feet a little bit wider. Pump the arms 3 times. Hud, hud, hud. If you choose, go all the way down, arms go up, hari, hud, 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 hari, hud, hud, hud. Three more. Hud, 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 hari, hud, 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 hari. Last time. Hud, 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 hari. Inhale back to standing. Exhale. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale. Release the arms to your sides. Deep inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Bring the feet almost together. Jumping jacks using the same mantra. Hud, 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 hari. Go. Hud, 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 hari. 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 Hud, hud. Three more. Hud, 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 hari. Hud, hud. Last time. Hud, 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 hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Fists at your shoulders. You can walk, you don't have to run. It's totally up to you. When you're ready, start moving at the pace that's right for you. Left fist to the sky, hud. Right fist, hari, hud, 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 hari. Last little bit. Hud, hari, hud, hari, hud, hari, hud, hari, hud, hari, hud, hari. Both arms up. Inhale, exhale into your shoulders. Now punching down. Hud to your shoulders. Hari. Punch straight up. Hud, hari, 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 and let it go. Slow it down. Walk it out. When you're ready, set the feet wider than hip distance. Bring your fists back to your shoulders with your thumbs tucked into your fists. Standing squat or all the way down if you choose. Hard, punch out powerfully to your sides on Hari. Coming down. Hard, Hari. 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 Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. 3 more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. Hold it, exhale. Inhale the arms forward. And exhale. Slowly release your arms. Let the arms hang heavy by your sides. Pivot the feet all the way together. If it's awkward to balance, separate the feet hip distance apart. Stand tall. Deep inhale. Exhale. You can stay in standing and just use the arms. Listen to your body. Weight in the heels. Deep inhale. On the exhale, sink down low. Touch the earth. Had. Pull the energy up. Make fists with your hands. Hari. Had. 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 Hari. 3 more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Latham. Had. Hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Fingertips to the floor. Pivot the feet wider. Sink all the way down into a full squat. Check in with your body. You might want to sit all the way down. It's perfectly fine. Make fists with your hands. Thumbs tucked into the fists. Left fist punches powerfully to the sky. Had. Right fist had. Both together. Hari. When you're ready, go. Had. Had. Hari. 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 Had. 3 more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Last time. Had. Hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Fist to your shoulders to standing. Had. Punch up powerfully. Hari. To your shoulders. Had. Hari. 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 And stay down. Hold it here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Listen to your body. Go ahead and sit down if you need to. Left, right, together. Go. Had. Hari. 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 3 more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Last time. Had. Hari. Inhale. Keep reaching high. Exhale. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Shake it out if you need to. Back parallel to the floor. Had. Sink down low. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Just a few more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. 3 more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Last time. Had. Hari. Inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands in behind you. Lower the buttocks to the floor. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Swing the legs in behind you. Come onto your hands and knees. Please listen to your body. If you have any issues with your wrists, your shoulders, or your low back, please keep your knees on the floor. Keep the belly drawing up. When you're ready, step all the way back to plank. And from here, right hand, left shoulder. Had to the floor. Hari. Other side. Had. Hari. 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 hard, hari, hard, hari, hard. Last two, hard, hari, inhale. On the exhale, knees wide on the mat, bring the big toes to touch. Walk yourself back until you're on the balls of your feet, knees open wide. Bring the legs almost to straight, left palm to the heart. Hard, fingertips to the floor, hari, other side. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Keep going. Hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. We're almost there. Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Last time. Hard, hari. Inhale. And hold it. Exhale. Breathe right into your heart. Deep inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands in behind you. Lower the buttocks to the floor. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. From here, swing the legs in behind you. Drop your forearms to the floor. Press your palms together. And come and step on the tops of your feet. Keep the belly drawing up. Hold it here. Close your eyes and breathe. Breathe. Long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Keep breathing. Steady. Deep inhale. Exhale, one more deep inhale. On the exhale, drop the knees to the floor. Bring the palms to the floor, back into tabletop. Inhale, gaze skyward, let the belly sag. On the exhale, curl the toes under, press back, down dog. From here, bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Soften the knees a little bit. Jump the feet wide together like jumping jacks with the mantra had, hari, go. Had, hari, 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 had, three more. Hari, last time. Hari, inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale, drop the knees to the floor. Walk yourself until you're standing on your knees. The knees are slightly separated to help you balance. Interlace the fingers. Straighten the arms best you can. Bow forward. Had. Stand on the knees. Had. Sit back. Had. Stand tall. Hari. Bow forward. Had. Hari. 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 Three more. Had. Hari. Had. Last time. Had. Hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Sit back on your heels. Release the hands. Swing the legs out from underneath you. Come all the way down onto your back. From here, hands, head, feet, all 6 inches off the floor. When you're ready, coming up, pump your belly, breath of fire. inhale, hold it, exhale, one more deep inhale, and exhale, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, rock the body side to side. And from here, come back to center, extend the legs down to the floor, bring your arms to your sides with the palms facing the sky. Find that place of surrender, that place of release, that place of trust. Stay exactly as you are. Let your body be heavy. And just let yourself go. Stay in the stillness. And bring your left palm onto your heart. Bring the right hand over top. Deepest inhale to wake up your heart. Deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Again, breathe deep. Fill the heart. Deep inhale. And exhale. And close with one long Sat Nam. And inhale to close. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Please move as slowly as you can. Really give yourself some time to land. So during this week, as we've been preparing to begin the next year of the Self Mastery Series, this year-long journey that I've been speaking to you about, I've had an opportunity to speak to lots of new students and to learn what's happening in their world And really, it really took me back to where I was at the beginning of when I started this journey and why I started this journey. Before class, I mentioned to you that when I started teacher training, the way I approached it was quite different from many of the students that I'm talking to. A lot of students are interested in course credits and how many hours does this count for and how do I get my teacher training certificate, which is all really important. You want to be getting credits for all the work that you did. As I mentioned before class, when I started my teacher training, I didn't even know there were different styles of yoga. I landed in Kundalini by accident. I imagine that if I had researched the style of yoga, I probably wouldn't have landed here. I don't know where I would have landed. I know that my stress level by now would have been through the roof, and I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do some of the incredible things I've been able to do over the last 25 years, which has mostly been engaging with this incredible community of people. I did it for the last 25 years through my studios in Vancouver, through Semper Viva Yoga. I did it through retreats and trainings, and I've been doing it since 2014 in this online community, the Self Mastery Series community. But my practice, my studies with yoga didn't start because I wanted to teach. In fact, it was the furthest thing from my mind. I didn't even think about it. I had a very short experience with yoga, a 15-minute yoga video, and that was it. I was hooked. There was no turning back, because what I experienced in that moment, what I realized was that I had taken the very first deep breath of my life. That's what it felt like. I was letting life back into my body. I was ready to really start living again. I was speaking with a student this week who was an incredible woman, young family, starting a business, and in our conversation I could almost feel I could feel myself in our conversation, because she was breathing the same way I was before I began my journey, where I was so tight and so constricted from the amount of stress and anxiety that I was carrying. The stress was almost palpable through this Zoom call that we were having. I could feel that in my body again. And you don't have to live that way anymore. There are alternatives, and that was the amazing thing for me that I realized with these practices, was that I could feel better. I could feel better instantly. Didn't mean that when I practiced all my problems went away. It meant that I could navigate all the things that were coming up for me a whole lot better, because I was strengthening my nervous system, because I was learning how to calm my mind using breathing practices. But I wasn't really thinking about the breathing practices. I wasn't thinking, there wasn't this active thought of, oh, I'm stressed, I'm going to use this particular breathing technique to get my parasympathetic nervous system to kick in. I was just practicing this work so much that my body knew where to go when I became stressed. It knew these practices are now completely, embedded and coded in me. My body knows when the stress is building, and the body takes over. It takes a long time for us to admit to ourselves how much stress we're carrying. We don't even want to admit it, because we feel we have to keep pushing and struggling, and before we know it, everything is a struggle. Our relationships are a struggle, our career is a struggle, our finances are a struggle, this year is a struggle, and yet within all these struggles, there is so much beauty. There is so much opportunity to learn and so much opportunity to grow. Some of your most beautiful experiences are going to be in your most difficult moments. So we have to learn to stop running from everything. We have to learn to stop trying to get ourselves out of every uncomfortable situation in our lives. Those are growth opportunities, and if we don't know how to manage them, they just feel horrible. And then we move away from the opportunity. We keep shrinking our life. Our life gets smaller. We don't take the risks. We don't initiate the conversation. We don't reach out. We don't really live our lives fully. taking these deep breaths is allowing life back into your life. The Self Mastery Series courses are full of opportunities for teacher training credits, for course credits, for all of that. But what's really profound is the personal transformation that you will experience. It is impossible to do this work and not experience real changes in your life and in every area of your life. Not chasing after goals. We are unlocking very real energy in you, which the yogis happen to call Kundalini energy. What it is your potential. There is a destiny that you have. There is a unique journey that you're meant to live into. It's encoded in you. It's there. It's not that the yogis used to, or we've heard the saying that this Kundalini energy is asleep, but in truth, we're asleep to our potential. So we have to wake up. And when we're tired, when we're anxious, when we're burnt out, when we're constantly feeling like we're on edge of burnout, when we feel like we can't do one more thing, we have to reignite this passion. We have to find our energy. We have to start to dream again. We have to find what's that passion, what's that purpose, what is going to motivate me to create the life that I'm meant to be living, to step into the life I'm meant to be living. This is the journey of personal transformation. It's not about getting just really good at one aspect of your life, like all about career goals or all about your soulmate or all about the perfect body. It is having every area of your life work, not because you're chasing goals, but because you're living into who you truly are. You can't even start to address what your goals might be or your intentions or your New Year's resolutions if you're disconnected from who you are. And why do we become disconnected? Because we listen to the voice of fear. We listen to the voice of our parents, our partners, our children. We listen to what everyone wants from us, or we chase the ideals we see in social media. We are so disconnected from ourselves that we don't even know what we want for ourselves, or perhaps we're so out of touch with our strengths and our abilities, we don't even believe that we deserve what we desire. There's a lot of imbalances that happen in the third chakra. The third chakra is both the ego that keeps chasing after goals that aren't even yours to prove your worth to others and lead to burnout. And then there's the other aspect of us that doesn't even believe that we deserve what we desire. They're both third chakra imbalances, and the third chakra is the most important chakra that we're going to activate when it comes to creating change, because it's the chakra that begins the release of your Kundalini energy. This isn't esoteric stuff. This is a real and potent energy. These are the names that the yogis used. Call it something else. Call it your third chakra is your core, the core of your being, your core strength. This isn't something that's disconnected from your life. These are tools that you use to serve your life. So, yes, by all means, if you're interested in the teacher training journey, all of this work adds up to either a full 200-hour teacher training certificate if you sign on for the Self Mastery Series courses, plus the Foundations of Teaching course that's coming up in March. Or you can use this to add to your existing 200-hour certification to build towards 500-hour credits. Exactly what that looks like with Yoga Alliance, who knows at this point? At this point, from what I understand, Yoga Alliance is allowing you to combine two different schools of training to complete that 300-hour certification that gives you your 500 hours. You'll only understand what that means if you're in that training loop, if you've been obsessing about your hours. My offering to you is to think about why it is you need more training. What is it that you're truly searching for in all of this training? When I was hiring teachers at Semper Viva, I would never hire teachers based on the number of hours of training they had. Just because you have more hours of training does not necessarily mean that you are the most capable, the most inspiring teacher. It's about who you are. Without the personal transformation, there is no point to the training. You teach who you are. So if you want to teach your students to be at peace, if you want to teach your students meditation, if you want to teach your students about activating their intuition, about living from their higher consciousness, about being that, being that light, you've got to be that first. And it's a challenging place to stay in, because we all have ups and downs in the journey. But that's why the practice is a daily practice, because we will slip, we will fall, and we keep activating the energy inside us so we can keep being that light and keep uplifting each other and keep each other on this path. And that's one of the most beautiful aspects of the Self Mastery Series community, is that this is an accountability group that's a guilt-free accountability group that will hold your hand and inspire you and keep you on your path. So just to go over a few logistics, some of the questions I've most been getting are around the scheduling of the Self Mastery Series courses. We start on February 7th. If you're not able to start with the rest of us, that's okay. The core curriculum is all pre-recorded. You can set your own schedule. But if you can start with us, it is an amazing experience, because then you get to really take advantage of this group momentum that's happening. So if you can, we are starting on February 7th. If that date doesn't work for you, you can start a little bit later. There are 4 courses in the Self Mastery Series with breathing space in between the courses. This is not overwhelming. It's really, really doable. It's only the first 6 days of each series that has some real intensity to it. That's when we have the 90-minute practices. Now, I know a lot of you have asked about, are these classes all as high energy as these classes that we do on Facebook? Please try to remember, we've only got about 30 minutes to work together on this page. In these free classes, we have a short amount of time. So we're trying to cram a lot of experience into a tiny amount of time. But in the Self Mastery Series courses, we have a whole year that we're going to journey together. Sure, some of the classes are more intense and higher energy. Some of them are very deep and meditative. Each and every class is completely unique. You will get a very rich library of classes by engaging in this course, and they're yours for a lifetime. And yes, you can set the schedule. The courses are pre-recorded so that you get the absolute best audio and video quality, and that so you can fit this into your schedule. We do have live Q&As. They're not core curriculum. They're optional to join. They're a wonderful experience, and all the replays will be made available to you. I think that was a couple of questions that keep popping up about level of intensity of the classes. Every class is completely different. Some are a little more intense, faster paced. Some are more meditative. But it's a very easy practice to modify. If I'm doing 26 squats and that feels like too much, do 10 and then repeat the mantra when you're waiting and resting. Or do a standing squat if I'm in a deep squat and that doesn't feel right for your body. That's all the stuff that's available to you right now in the pre-coursework section. So when you register for the course, you get right into the pre-course section, where there's a number of videos for you to start on right now, where you will understand the basics of Kundalini Awakening Yoga, the basic mantras, how to modify the poses, how to keep your body safe, and some basics of the chakra system. That's work that's available to you right now, as well as 2 bonus classes that are sitting in there for you to use while we prepare for our official start date on February 7th. So there's breathing space between the courses, but the full journey encompasses 1 full year, so that by the time you get to the end of our journey together, that you have established a committed daily practice, and that is absolutely life-changing. The journey is, the 4 courses are Crystallize Your Vision, Break Through Your Blocks, Heal Your Heart, and Master Your Mind. You might have heard me talk about them before, but we start with your vision. We start with your passion, your purpose, the why you're here. Why do we start with this? Because this journey of personal transformation is a lot of work. What you're going to have to face in this journey to live into your vision, you're going to have to face all the things you haven't wanted to admit, to see, to face about yourself. Your blind spots, your blocks, the ways that you get in your own way, the self-sabotage, the low self-worth issues to do with the ego that we talked about, unresolved pain, anger. Yogis are really good at, at suppressing anger. Just because you suppress it doesn't mean it's not there, and it doesn't mean it isn't affecting your life. It is. It's affecting all of your relationships. It's affecting everything. So we start with a vision to create the excitement, the energy, the passion, the drive that we need to get through the tough part of the journey, which is removing the barriers to the dream, removing the barriers to you stepping into your destiny. And those barriers are all internal. And those are all the stuff of the lower chakras. You don't even have to know what those barriers are. In fact, you probably wouldn't even admit to yourself what all those barriers are. If I asked you if you were angry or afraid, or if there's someone in your life you haven't forgiven, you'd probably no. We don't like to think about our fear. We don't like to acknowledge our anger. We don't like to think about our anxiety. We don't want to think about all the people that we haven't forgiven in our lives. So we stuff it down, we suppress it. That's first, second, third chakra imbalances. And what does that do? It simply holds down your Kundalini energy. It simply blocks your potential. That's what your Kundalini energy is. Your potential. That's what we want to unlock. And it's simple. It's simple. All you have to do is engage in the practices. And slowly, not so slowly, it actually happens quite quickly. You start to release all that heaviness that is holding you down, that is holding you back. That's our work. So we start with the vision. We start with, why do you want to do this? Who are you? Who are you and why are you here? What's your passion? What's your purpose? Then we get into the heavy lifting. And it's easier to get into the heavy lifting once you know why you're doing it, because you know there is something there for you. There's something waiting for you to embrace. Really what it is taking the journey to fully become who you are. When we get into the fall, we move into the heart healing journey. We don't even begin to address relationships deeply until we've done the crystallize your vision and the breakthrough blocks work. That's your really digging into your personal stuff. And then once you've done that heavy lifting, then you create more space in your heart for others. We begin by healing our relationship with ourselves so that we can heal our relationship with others, all our relationships. And the final part of the journey is really where you achieve self-mastery, and that's by mastering your mind. We are ruled by what lies in the subconscious. We know what's good for us, we know what's right for us, and yet our actions are often the complete opposite. I know this is my path I want, my heart is telling me to go here, and I keep overriding it, and I keep going in the opposite direction. And it leads to misery, it leads to unhappiness. There are many ways that we self-sabotage because of the unresolved emotions that we're carrying, because of the imbalances in the lower chakras. We can't hear, listen to, obey the voice of the higher consciousness when it's so clouded with the anger, the fear, the anxiety, the past hurt. When we release all that, we're fully engaged with the voice of the soul. And that will make you fearless, even at a complicated time like this. It will put you on your path to fulfilling your destiny. And that is why you would take a journey like this. Yes, you will get training credits, but it will completely transform your life. Thank you for being with me today. Please reach out if you have questions. We're going to start very, very soon. I would love for you to be a part of this community. We had over almost 50 lives together last year. Lots of opportunity to engage and ask questions and really feel fully supported in this complicated time where many of us feel so alone. For myself, I went from teaching in my studio where I would see hundreds of people a day to teaching in this format where I know you're there and I'm grateful that you're there and I feel that you're there, but it's quite different from my past reality. But I am grateful that you're there because one of the beautiful things that has happened by sharing yoga in this way, and I've been doing this since 2014, is this kitchen Kundalini has made it possible for us to practice in our homes. We've brought yoga into our homes and our hearts. There's something about practicing alone that is super important, and that's the way yoga was always meant to be practiced, in community, but also for self. This is your sadhana. This is your daily personal practice that will change everything, every aspect of your life, because that's what we're working on. We're working on the entire being, each and every chakra in the body, mind, body, spirit. Nothing gets left out. Nothing gets left out. Again, thank you for being here. Please check out the link. If you have questions about the course, please reach out. I would love for you to join us on this journey. Sat Nam.